Good evening, YouTube. Just out for a quick run on the iron. The sun seems to have held on a bit today. I did have a couple of questions. One was on HOG Assistance. Because I bought my Harley through the local dealer, I went with them for insurance as well, and I think they do it through Carl Nash. And I got a card through the post a couple of days ago that was on about this HOG Assistance, which is the I suppose the Harley owners group, roadside assistance if you have a puncture or breaks down or anything like that, really. And I was wondering if anybody else who subscribes to my channel, which is not many, I must admit, at the moment, but everybody's welcome. If anybody else had got this HOG Assistance, and whether they'd used it and what they thought of it and all the rest of it, really. Because on paper it looks quite good. But I suppose a lot of these things do till you come to use them. I'm going to get a bit of glare there. I forgot about the speed humps down here. But anyway, yeah, if anybody else has had HOG Assistance and have any experience of it, I'd be interested in any feedback, any comments about it. I'm just trying the 720p60 at the moment, and they couldn't see round the bus, so they really shouldn't have been pulling out until they could see. But there you go. Everybody's in a hurry nowadays. So I've already done one. Well, I'm processing it now. One vlog in 720p60, but what I found is that my editing software, it does allow me to change frame rates and things, key frame rates, but it doesn't really, I suppose, I'd have to look it up, but it doesn't really tell me if that's the frame rate it's adjusting from the from what I recorded it at. It don't explain a lot of these things. I suppose it depends which software you're using, really. But mine just sort of offers an option of better quality or worse quality. So really, for comparison purposes, all I can do is just export it in the same way as I did before and see if it looks any better. Because if I start messing about with frame rates and all the rest of it in the export process, then that's not really a fair comparison with what I was getting before. So anyway, I'll have a look at it and see what I get. I'm using Camtasia 2, I think it is, as a video editor. mainly because it's easy to use. I mean, I've got Final Cut Pro, you know, but I just lose the will to live when you're messing about with that too much. You can do it pretty well everything with it, but it just takes ages. And I suppose it's like anything in it really, if you're using it all the time, then it probably gets easier. But and the iMovie one, well, I've tried messing about with that a couple of times, but I can't really make much sense out of it, what it's doing. So, and that's even with buying like the later versions off of the App Store. There's not enough explanation of how it works or what you're doing or how you're supposed to get anything out of it, really. And with Camtasia, at least they had some online videos that showed you how the different bits and pieces worked, which is, you know, then you could use it as a tool really, which is what you want. And I find that with a lot of these things now, you know, they don't have adequate explanation of what they just assume everybody knows everything about it, or that you've got, I don't know, like it's all in the help files, isn't it? And then, well, quite often the bit you're looking for isn't, so you spend days kind of rummaging through them, and it doesn't really help you solve the problem that you had in the first place. It does depend. I mean, some are better than others really. But yeah, I found the video series for Camtasia was quite useful actually for using it as an editor. I did try another one as well, iSkysoft one, which was fairly simple to use. And really for video editing I only want something fairly quick and simple. I don't want to go bonkers with it like. So yeah, if you've used HOG Assistance, or you have it and you know more about it, have some experience of it or whatever, you want to leave me some feedback or comments on it, I'd be quite interested to know. And on this really it's just a look at the video quality to see if it's better or worse than the 1080p 30 frames per second I was getting, because the Prism's really now shooting at 720p 60 frames per second. And I want to see if that's any better really. So if you have an opinion on that, please feel free to leave me a comment on it. Much appreciated. Oh, it's quite a big crane. I don't know what they're building there. The sun in down there, which I'll probably point out when we get a bit closer to it. I mean, that I can remember when that used to be a farmer's market behind that, and the farmers used to bring the cows into town and trade them in pens round the back of there. Going back a bit, that is. But this used to be a farmer's market town really. Gonna get a bit of glare there. I don't know why they have to edge like that. That really annoys me, because then you don't know if you've got a brake. Well, I mean, obviously he should be able to see me with the headlight on going into the sun, and he's looking with the sun over his shoulder. He should, I mean, he should have, you can't get a much clearer view than that, can you? But so why they have to creep like that, I don't know. It's quite annoying. So this was just a quick run round to bugger. Seems to have got caught at all the lights, didn't I? Really just to get a bit more test footage at 720p, 60 frames per second, and to ask for your feedback on that, and to ask for your feedback on HOG Assistance if you've used it. So let me know, YouTube, if you got a minute. And this, I'll try and make sure this is a really short one. Them things on the top of that car park there are wind turbines, and they're supposed to generate all of its electrical needs. It's obviously tied into some sort of a battery system. I don't know if he's tooting me, that bloke, but he'll start, mate. You just have to wait. There's an ambulance coming. So anyway, YouTube, give him a toot. Sorry about the glare. We'll just see if we can get around this corner. Try and get a picture of the pub. It's been a lovely day. Cheers now. Bye.